What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. All right, so I'm on one of my heroes today. So one of the main reasons I'm just on the hero today is I want to get the event out of the way, pretty much, and that's what we're going to do. But first, let's do my quest line stuff because I want to get that. At least it helps. It really does. But yeah, we only got 3 days left for the event, or 2 days counting today, and I was like, you know what, there's some stuff I still want to get, you know, pretty much just about it. Actually, I shouldn't have left there because I gotta do monitoring the situation. But so I just uploaded my first raid guide since I've been back. I am going this week also do a go to the Metropolis Antimatter Invasion Zone. No, that's not what I want. Together Unbroken. That's what I want first. All right, so pretty much, I'm enjoying the game, the gameplay. A lot of this game isn't for everybody, and I would say that to a lot of players, but it's, you know, the combat system has still held up throughout all these years, even in comparison to like newer games. So that's very impressive. The capability of switching your loadout and having your own build with the artifact system makes the gameplay also unique in that. So I felt like that's done very well. There's a couple of things I feel like when it comes to the episodes, they use the episodes to keep the storyline moving. I kind of wish there was a little more depth there, but I do enjoy the storylines for the episodes. Sometimes I wish they wouldn't come out with so many different episodes so fast. This way, they can expand on, more content because it does feel repetitive. You have a very short-lived span just to try to gear up, and you can play catch up in this game pretty fast. But when it comes to acquiring your SP, I just kind of wish they would bundle, like, instead of coming out with one or two episodes, come out with one episode, because repeating the same dailies gets monotonous. So that kind of gets a little repetitive. The PvP in this game is pretty much a bust. If you're a new player, I say do it just to get the feat, whatever feat you can. But besides that element, you really don't want to, spend a lot of time into the PvP or invest into the PvP if you're a PvPer, in my opinion. There are better games out there for PvP. It's just the way it is. I'm not going to say that this game isn't capable of restoring PvP, because they do have zone, like open world PvP, which is great, but because of the way the system's done, and especially in Legends PvP, it really is frustrating because each class doesn't have accessibility to the same effects. Like controllers can pretty much, a good controller can lock you down a lot of times, and you can trinket, sure, but there's a lot of things that there needs to be a lot of TLC to the PvP, and I just don't think they have the staff. They're, all of their resources are tied into the PvE like so many other games. And I think for ESO, one of the biggest features in ESO is the PvP community. If ESO goes the route like DC did here, like having it but not really adding to it, which has been the problem in the last couple of years, it's going to be detrimental for that game. I don't think the devs really understand. The PvE community isn't really, as strong as what they think it is. And I think at the end of the day, if they do not tend to their PvP community in ESO, it's going to wreck that game tremendously. It's been certain games can get away with just, oh yeah, we have PvP, but it's not a focus. ESO is not like that. ESO, they've gone a long time not addressing issues. They're finally saying, oh, we're going to get performance under control. Every game has issues, so it's not like there's not a game without issues. But if they don't tend to it correctly and they don't start churning out content and doing it the correct way, that game is going to go south fast. Especially after the announcement with the new chapter. I feel like the PvE community isn't psyched. And given the fact that the game's not linear in design, meaning all you're doing is farming a new set to decide if it's going to replace what you've already procured prior, and they bait you with little things like mythics and stuff. I see it being very problematic. I even forget the build I have on this. Oh my. I have to rearrange a bunch of stuff. I don't even know why I have that precision. This should be a mic build. Let me switch that out. Yes. That should be over here. That should be here. Actually, that should be right here, because that's a 12-second. And I should have a shield. And then I have Fireball Barrage. Alright. Hopefully. We'll see. Oh, you bitch. I think I want to go back to hand blasters if I ever play this too much, but I don't. And I do have the Phoenix material on them, as you guys can see, which is one of the most uber rare ones to get. All right, let me check out, see if there's any comments. Nope, we're not. Anywho. Yeah, I think Elder Scrolls is a beautiful game. I think the lore is really good, except the biggest thing about it is they don't give you enough. They always say they, they want the game accessible to newer players, given the fact that, whatever. And I get that. I do. But world bosses, I don't care in what form, whatever, should not be soloable. That shouldn't even be a thing. It shouldn't. It should not be a thing. Yet it is. Alright. Now, that's done. Now I can go to the anti-monitor. Well, actually, let's do Legion of Doom. Or Doomed Washington. Get those augments real quick. Okay, now no. Look at that. Open granted items. Alright. I think I was going with the precision build, but and then you can get these dailies once you unlock that stuff. Okay, now we can go to the event and pick that up. I have 3 heroes on this, so if anybody's like, I mainly have villains. So I have 14 villains, 3 heroes. I typically don't play heroes quite a bit. Yeah. Gonna save these quests. I'm just unlocking because I'm going to be playing with my dude when he gets off, but I just want to get on here. And the biggest thing about it is I think it'll be interesting to see if the devs at ZeniMax listen to their community, because the game here is great for PvE. in given the fact that a lot of games do focus on more, you know, Dungeons and Dragons style, format, with, wizards and mages and rangers and um, Elder Scrolls kind of has that, same appeal. But there's not a lot of games that push a superhero or a sci-fi element. And I think in this genre, that's what's held DCUO up there, is the accessibility it has on all platforms, as well as players who don't prefer, a the Dungeons and Dragons style or the token, format. So I honestly think this is still a really good game. People can try it. It's not for everybody. It just isn't. But at the same time, I feel like the devs still do a really good job, especially with using it in old Unreal Engine. I wish this version of Unreal Engine was portable to the new format. Unfortunately, not to say it can't be done, but it's just unrealistic. There's a lot to do to port from this Unreal Engine to one of the newer formats. The only thing I really wish that the team would do is we're still in a 32-bit format of the engine, and I wish they would offer the the upgraded version. But maybe we'll get that one day. I don't know. But yeah, there's some animation I would like to see change too, especially with nature and the, oh my god, the animal forms. They've done a lot with some of the cosmetics, and the superpower animations still look really good, but that werewolf form, gorilla form, insects okay, but those two forms are just god awful, and I really hope they one day address that. But as always, I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm just another player trying to help those that I can. As always, I'm Mr. Craven. This is Mystics MMOs. Peace.